Welcome to the Your Opinion Doesn't Matter podcast. I am one of the hosts, Mr. Lamont, and I'm here with none other, the partner in crime.
Yeah.
Shirley, how are you doing?
I'm well, Mom. How are you?
I had a nice week,
Okay.
Nice week. I went over to the family after ducking them for 2 months because there was a thing called COVID that was over there.
That's right. That's right. Just say that.
I said, let me wait for the coast to be clear before I go over there. Yeah.
Right.
So and then I celebrated actually
recovery
yesterday.
time.
Yeah.
Recovery time.
Oh yeah.
So how much recovery from the time?
2 months. I said that.
Oh, that's a lot.
2
Wow,
months.
you wanted it out of here.
Oh yeah. I'm not taking no chances.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I went there yesterday for my nephew's birthday. He just turned 16.
Oh, wow.
That was the good old days for me, right?
For girls, it's sweet 16. For boys, it's sour 17. So I think the boy 17 is the big.
Oh.
Yeah. Learn something new every day.
Right.
Oh, man.
So how's things with you?
Things were well. This weekend was a little busy.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a 50th wedding anniversary.
Okay.
So they renewed their vows, and they had a reception, and it was nice. Nice. 50 years is a long time.
50 years is a long time.
50 years is a long time. It was five kids.
Mm-hmm.
No, they have 4 kids, tons of grands. It was good. So they renewed their vows. The husband was like, he didn't say I do. He said 100%.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it.
And then she said, what did she say? She said, till the death of me.
Ooh.
I was like, wow.
50's that's a long time, man. That's some good stuff, man.
50 is a long time. 50 is a long time. 50 is a long time.
Sheesh. I mean, that's
Wow.
good. That's good.
That's a lifetime. It's a lot of stuff.
Yo, you know what? My parents would have been 53 years. My mother passed in 2016.
Okay.
They'd have been going strong too.
Okay. And December, my parents will be 52 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been married since 1971.
Oh, okay.
So they're going up on 52.
Mm-hmm.
52.
Yeah, my father is married in 1970.
Okay.
So that's I guess that's our age.
Right.
Our parents.
Our parents, yeah.
For our age, yeah.
That's a lot. And when you watch them grow, I mean, they were together until, It's funny how you watch them grow together.
Right.
And navigate life and stick by each other.
Thick and thin.
Thick and thin, finish each other's sentences. Mm-hmm. Oh, talk about 50 years. So let's get into what was trending last week.
Okay.
Last week was there's a video circulating. So you have this a man telling another man he's not a man because he doesn't pay he has this woman paying 50-50. 50-50, I guess she's going half on everything.
Right.
But the thing, I can understand I could understand him telling the gentleman his views on it, but he started to berate him in the video. Mm-hmm. Telling him he's not a real man because, his wife is working and supporting. And so that's where I the disrespect was.
Another level.
That was there. And that was supposed to be his friend. I don't even know why they even, I don't even know why it circulated, but it did. And it got the conversation going.
Yeah, I don't look at it like he disrespected him.
You don't look like he disrespected?
It don't look like it to me.
Okay.
If they were friends.
So apparently it's an income disparity. I think he's not making as much as him. He's like, you got a big house and you're making more than me. So, I mean.
Oh, you telling me, right.
Okay.
I find it kind of, it's not reality what he's doing. Like that gentleman is talking about, let her nurture his dream. What about her dream? What about suppose she want to do things in her life outside of just being a housewife? just beside us being mommy dearest.
Okay.
So it's like that's you just you would stop a woman's ambition out the gate. Oh, you don't work. You got to stay with me. Suppose she said I want to work.
I think the gist of the video was, why do you have your woman paying into bills?
Oh,
So
well,
right, because that's what he was arguing with him, not arguing, but
yeah.
trying to tell him, like, why do you have your woman paying? So I mean,
Well, you're right. Okay.
it's like, it could be a million different reasons why he wants, why the wife is paying 50-50. He said he's not making enough money. So here's the thing. So what are your thoughts as far as 50-50?
Oh, 50-50. Now, as far as that, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I gave one perspective as far as stifling a woman's ambition by like, okay, you stay home and you nurture my dreams. But now, as far as if she's working and I'm working, I don't see nothing really wrong with that. If it's 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, it's whatever you're bringing to the table.
All right.
But then now I was speaking to another person, another friend of mine was telling me about as far as like, he was saying a woman would probably resent you if she's paying some of it. She has an attitude. Why does she have an attitude? It could be the root of it could be financial. Maybe she wants to be, don't want that burden. She wants to probably work and keep her own money. But there's different circumstances and different.
Do you think it's wrong if she doesn't want to contribute?
It depends.
What does it depend?
It depends on it. If she's making, like, say she's making more than him.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like the guy was saying, so that means that if he's paying half, and say his half is 700, she's paying 700, and he says, "Listen, y'all should live off of what you got." So then now, okay, let's just live off what he has, and she doesn't have to work. How are you going to maintain a family with just $700?
I believe conversation should be had before you shack up, move in, and stuff to that nature.
So what you believe? You believe that what?
Household wise, I believe it should be on a man. Yeah.
I hear you.
That's and I know it was different times, but my dad paid all the bills.
My dad too. My mom was sick, but he paid the bills.
Okay.
But I'm saying if you
so
have
what's so you don't follow his philosophy, or because I feel like men out here, they want help.
No,
you want to mate or you want help?
Listen,
like,
I'm an equal opportunist. I would listen. Okay, so there we go. Like, okay, if I'm paying all the bills, what are you doing with your money? What are you stacking it for?
I'm not married and I never lived with anyone, but
is that a contingency plan?
I would talk about it. We would talk first, and more than likely he's gonna have to make more money than me.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. He's gonna have to make more money than me. So you're coming into a relationship. I never had to deal with this, so we're just having a casual conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I would pay. I would pay my car note if I had one. I don't have one. I have a car. If I did, what pertains to me, I don't expect him to pay my bills, but our household bills where we live.
I hear you. I mean, I could see the other gentleman. He was bringing up some good points, but
which one? The one that had his wife contributing, or the one that was paying all the bills?
The one that's paying all the bills.
Okay.
But he said, like he said, he started somewhere. You could talk how you talking now once you got paper. You start somewhere. You ain't starting off paying all the bills. You ain't starting like that.
Okay.
You're gonna move it all up like George and Wheezy. Eventually, you got to crawl before you walk.
Now, if he loses his job, I'll assume the responsibility. That's the only way.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, what's the... Okay, Okay, you saying it was basically like a tradition of yours, but like,
Not trad- it's
was
not
your
a
mother working?
Not a tradition. Yes,
Oh, okay.
she worked,
So,
and
yeah.
sometimes she didn't, but she worked. And what she did, she she asked. She was like, you know what, I want to. She said she wanted to buy. She felt her responsibility. She wanted to buy food because she likes to cook. Like she cooked for us, and she bought our clothes.
Right.
But everything else was my dad.
Dope.
Yeah. So she just, it was groceries and her girls because she liked her girls dressed up.
Listen, it's according to where you're at in your life. I mean, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't.
But some
he's
men are
saying-
cheap though.
He's saying get 3 jobs and all this other stuff. Come on.
Right.
You gonna break
But you do have men that'll work 2 jobs and pay because they just want to be that provider, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I'm not saying anything wrong
But
with it.
he better come home. He better have no complaints in the house. It better be clean and all that good stuff, you know.
Yeah, but then you see now it's mandatory certain things.
And then she has to take care of stuff like he's working all day, so the groceries are on you. Making sure the house is clean is on you. The kids are on you. That's a job. That's a job.
Okay, mandatory sex. Mandatory sex, mandatory. Even if you got a cold, if anything, it's like.
See, I don't know about mandatory sex. All I know is that if he's working 2 to 3 jobs, he should just come home, take a shower, and everything is he shouldn't have much to complain about.
What?
He shouldn't have anything to complain about.
Hold on. Now, if the stipulations are mandatory
There's so much
sex,
stipulations in this.
yes, mandatory. That's the majority. You heard what the guy was saying.
I don't know about mandatory sex.
He said that
sex shouldn't be an option. Sex shouldn't be negotiated at like 2-3 times a month, stuff like that.
Huh?
I mean, it shouldn't be. You said mandatory. Unpack mandatory.
3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week. Something, because what else are you doing at home? What else are you doing besides catching up on the soaps? What are you doing? That's the mentality. I'm not, folks out there, I'm not saying that.
I'm saying if he's working more than 2 jobs, if he's working more than 1 job, just to make sure that home is fine, home is okay. Home should always be okay because he's giving you the out not to work.
Right.
And focus on these children. And you have to understand when we're more the nurturers and we take on the whole brunt of this motherhood, the motherhood. We're cleaning, we're washing clothes. I mean, there are men that are hands-on, but mostly these women, poor career women, these career women, you got to come home, work 40 hours a week, then deal with homework, then cook, then pack lunches. It's a lot. And you just go and work. So you just work, right? You do the work because you're a man, right?
Right.
You do what men do is provide and protect.
Okay.
And then I'll make sure home is fine if I'm not working.
So now if you're not working, it's cool for you to go out with your girls and
once home is fine, okay, yeah.
It's okay for you to just gallivant.
I didn't say gallivant. I need balance.
Yeah, so after work Thursdays and martini Tuesdays. Huh?
That's if I'm into that.
No, I'm saying, say this is your thing. This is what you into. Should that gentleman be carrying all the bills if you want to be out, nightlife? Should he be doing that?
Why not?
Please.
Why not? What's the problem? She can't have balance? So she's just supposed to stay in the house all day.
That's the question you should ask homeboy. I bet you that guy would. It's a different tune.
Once I bring my mama in the house to watch those kids,
it's a different song.
She has to get an allowance though. If she's home, she has no cash.
Yeah, listen, what I'm saying.
So she's not going to get an allowance. She needs an allowance. She's not working
to go shopping. That's it. I'm just thinking. Listen.
Wow.
You gotta pay attention to the tone of how he was talking. You gotta read in between the lines of what he was saying.
Okay.
She's gonna be there taking care of the house and taking care of me.
So she shouldn't have no time for herself.
No. I don't think. He might be braggadocious and say, yeah, she go out probably like once a week with her girls. But say she want to do it 3 times a week. What you gonna do? What? I mean, should that matter? if he's holding down the bills?
And that's why if that's what you want to do, that's why you marry the wage.
Why marry the wage?
Because now I can't go drinking 3 times a week because you can't afford for me to do it. It shouldn't be no sweat off his back.
No, but you're not. It's not about her going out and spending money.
But you're
it's her
saying
gallivanting. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know about gallivanting.
All
I know is that she wants balance. She's gonna want out the house. She's gonna want to go to spa. She's gonna want to go on trips. When you agreed to stay home, you agreed to that. I would hope you have the full scope of the picture of what it means for me to stay home. It's just not stay home and take care of these kids
and clean that house.
I want to go away. I have like this 50th birthday trip to go to, or I want to go to a spa once a month so I can clear my mind. I need some time to meditate.
Meditate, right? While you watching soap operas all day long.
That has nothing to do with it.
You get time to meditate. You're home.
I wish she don't even watch soap operas. Well, she don't watch soap operas.
She's watching.
She's home taking care.
She's watching.
No, you're looking at the worst case scenario. I'm saying the best, not the best case scenario, but a scenario where home is taken care of, children are taken care of, household duties are taken care of. We're not talking about somebody that doesn't want to work because they just feel like they're too good to work. We're talking about this is what we said.
Balance. Okay.
This is what we said is going. This is what this entails. That's why communication is key.
Question.
I'm listening.
What's the percent of women?
I don't know. I didn't.
I'm asking you. What percent of women would rather stay home than go to work?
I wish if I had that option, I'd stay home. Because you get to a point you're tired. You just feel it's so mundane. So that's one of the reasons I stopped working 8 to 4. I felt like we all look like zombies getting on that train in the morning. Everybody is everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody looks mad, not happy. Nobody's happy to go to work.
I hear you.
So I would think a large percent.
I mean, maybe men too, like probably more than.
There are situations when the men stay home. What show was that? That was that show. It was in Harlem. I forgot her name. And he stayed home. And she was a surgeon. See, marry your wage. She was a surgeon and she was taking care of all the bills. And he was taking care of home. And he did get to do what he want. They did bring a babysitter when they went away. So it was a nice balance. And she was the care provider. I forgot the show. But it's a show that was on one of these networks.
I hear you.
She's a comedian.
I hear you. I mean, listen, I see it in both. I understand both positions. I'm just like, if she wants to pay, then whatever.
You do have men that are cheap. Like, you got to do this, you got to do that. So I'm like, well, you don't want a wife. You don't want a significant other. You want help.
But suppose she's not taking care of everything at home, then what? You leave her, right?
If that's what he wants to do.
Yeah,
if that's what he wants to do, that's his right. No one's ironclad with each other.
Listen, but I'm telling you how it sounded to me. It sounds pretty selfish how he's talking. She's there to nurture his dreams.
Okay.
What about her? But before we talk about the bills, let's talk about how you got there. Where are you getting this lady from? That she wants to put herself aside to help you. There's women who's like that.
Now, get back. How did you get to that point?
Huh?
How did you get to that?
You got to meet her first.
Okay.
You got to meet her. You're going to be like, okay, you don't talk about what you want to do with your life. How can we be a power couple?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there are conversations that have to be had before a lifestyle of who pays what I'm used to. And if it doesn't, communication is key. Like I said, you want help or you want a significant other? I don't get it.
I hear you. I mean, we both come from the family where the father's been holding it down.
Right, and I like to see it. And then what if you like to be spoiled? Some women don't care for that. Some women like to be pampered. What if you like to be pampered?
Yeah. Listen, I can see it from both perspectives.
Okay.
I can see, like, homeboy's like, you got to crawl before he walk, and
All right.
Like me, I understand. Listen, I'm not going to stop you from becoming you go from a caterpillar to a butterfly.
Right.
You want to flap your wings and fly, girl. Fly.
Right.
You got dreams and ambition. Go ahead. I ain't stopping you if you want to help with the rent. I'm not stopping you.
I feel like while they're smaller, and she wants to stay home. Now that he get older, she can, if she wants, she can get her little part-time, whatever the case may be. But I feel like as long as home is taken care of and he's paying all those bills, just I don't think there's anything wrong with a man paying 100%.
I hear you. So then it's 100% of what he wants at home.
Hey, it is what it is. If she can, if it's not a burden to her.
You saying it's not mandatory. If sex is on his menu daily, back massages daily. I saw some replies to that video. It was like, people were saying like
which video? The last one, 73?
Yeah.
Wait, the video that I sent you with the 50-50.
50-50.
I didn't read the replies. I just
No, I'm seeing
I read go ahead.
And I'm seeing some videos and it was like, I'm looking at it from the point of I'm just looking at it like, where are you getting these women from like that? You're saying that now you would rather not work. You would rather not work. But when you was younger, would you rather not work?
Yes. You
come from that
I always didn't want to work. I ended up working because I had a kid early and I had to figure it out.
Yeah, but
I wasn't living with his dad or whatever the case may be. I need to get money and I need a career. Yeah. So I was doing a lot of dead end jobs, and then my last dead end job, I was like, I just can't be life. And then I, literally walked into my career.
Yeah, but what is the woman gonna have to look forward to? Like,
I didn't say she has to do that forever. Like I said, once the kids can, some people like live for their children. They want to raise their children. Right? They want them they want to be there for them. Mm-hmm. And I believe when the kids not leave, towards college, and if she should definitely find a career to assert herself in.
Yeah, because
now you don't have to be home anymore as much.
Suppose this was her thing from when she turned 20. She bypassed, she didn't go to college or nothing. So she's been there 20, they got 3 kids, and then next year, she's 35, 37, going to be 38, 39, around them numbers. Oh, and they break up.
Okay, then he's definitely paying alimony. You know why? Because he's been unless she cheated, he's been all this court is going to see that you've been doing this all your life. Okay. And she'll get alimony till she decides to get married. Till she decides to get married.
That's easier said than done. But you're playing the.
So then she has. I'm not playing. I'm saying. No. Then she has to figure it out because now your income is gone. So she would have to be smart and try to find something to do.
You're hoping the court gonna show you mercy.
There ain't no mercy. It's alimony. That's facts. Alimony is facts.
So now this is instead of having to go through that, get a job so then you can have your own security blanket.
She had her years. She was home. She was, she didn't have the daily pressures of going to work, dealing with other people. She had the comfort of raising her kids.
Do you want like you say, as you say, a man giving you allowance? How you like your weekly allowance? And
but she's not working. She is not working.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that feeling of not having your own.
I don't know. I don't know what that feels like, but it's an allowance because she's not working and you are her sole provider.
Would you do that now? You meet a gentleman, he's well off, and he says, "Listen, I don't want you to work," and then now you join.
I have a career already, so I can always go back to my career. That's different.
Well, that's different. Well, you're different.
Okay, different. But what if she comes from a wealthy family and she doesn't have to, and she doesn't have to fall back, wait for him? What if she's from wealth?
Yeah, no. As long as you have a backup plan, you do not. You do not, as a woman, I don't see it. I would never encourage that with my daughter to listen, even though he wants to, take care of you. Okay. You make sure you have a backup plan. You have to have a backup plan. You can't be like, okay, I don't let him pay for everything. And then what?
It's a lot of insurance. He could pull out she could make your daughter could make her pull out a whole life insurance on her where she can pull from that. It's so much ways to have money. It's just not a career. Like he can set her up financially.
Yeah, listen. I mean, well, have your what? Dot your I's, cross your T's, and just make sure
That's
it's
what
right.
she. Yeah, that's what she.
Make sure it's right because to me,
So moving along.
Okay.
So now that we got that out the way, kind of, sorta.
yeah.
So there's a list. The dates. What kind of dates? Where the dates are coming from? Not the dates.
Where you're not gonna go.
Where she's not gonna go.
Right.
I got a lot of questions.
Okay.
For me, certain restaurants I don't go to. Not because they're low end, not because they're chain. It's just I just wouldn't eat there.
Okay.
Now, a few people made a good point. Why does a date have to be a restaurant? You're spending so much time. And I agree, because a long time ago, if I went on a date, like when my son was like smaller and we had beepers, I'd tell my friends like page me, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if I want to be here. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's going good, then, I'll be like, oh, it was nothing. If not, like, oh my God, they want me to come get my son because I knew then if I didn't want to be in I've been on enough dates to know if I don't want to be in that space.
Right.
But dates are so, you got to get ready for dates. Is it worth it? All that energy or whatever the case may be. Coffee. Is that a date? What determines where you take a woman? And go ahead.
That list right there, right? For me, it
had church. It was a lot.
My come up was I was not dating. It's not it.
So you didn't. Oh,
I was like, when we're gonna show that list, number 7.
What was 7?
Respectfully to my fiance and my family now, this is the first date is my crib. That's number 7.
Where are you pulling those women from?
Wherever.
Why the crib?
Because, just chill. This is before Netflix. Mind you, this is back in the days, y'all. Back in the days,
So, okay, at said crib, what's waiting for her?
Respectfully to my relationship, life is at the crib. Life is at the crib. Meaning that, listen, I wasn't that type of guy. I wasn't that, there's no dates. I probably went on probably the most is 10 dates ever. Wow. Now.
Interesting.
But now that.
was very, very interesting.
No. Listen, now the date that's not the first date. You get the date after. You understand? It's what you do in the beginning to me.
First you're talking, so this is the thing with men. So you see her.
Yeah.
You want to know what you're thinking with which head, because
no, I mean, let me.
Which head are you thinking with? Because that would determine if you even want to spend more time with her.
Right.
All right. So you're saying you only went on 10 dates your whole lifetime?
My whole lifetime.
Damn.
Basically. I mean, after now, if I'm in a relationship, it's different. But like meeting somebody and taking them out and all that stuff, I wasn't into that.
Because no, you have to unpack that.
No, I mean, because
for the women.
That wasn't my thing. I mean, I'll get to know them first. I'll get to know them
How
first.
long it takes to get to know? Listen. Like, it's on the phone. Like, we did a lot of phone time in our time. So it'll take legit 2 weeks to know someone. And then after that, you just want them to come to your crib?
Yeah, but listen. It's better like this. You'd rather the illusion, right? Somebody taking you out, your first date, like them people saying, no Applebee's, none of that stuff. So you want to go to a high-end restaurant, 5-star. 5-star. What's that? Mr. Chow, Fleetwood Chow, whatever that thing is.
Okay. You got Tao. Philippe Chow.
Yeah, you want to go to these.
C-list.
You want to go to
STK.
You want to go to 5-star.
Okay. You're not doing that.
No. And then let me tell you the type of gentleman you're going to wind up getting. Let me tell you.
Oh, not me. You're talking about them. Okay.
Them.
Okay.
You're gonna get your 5-star, especially if you pressing them. You pressing them to go out to. Oh no, I don't want to get out and go to no restaurant. Like I seen this lady talking about. It was a Cheesecake Factory. She refused to get out the car.
Okay,
that
was the original one.
All right, cool. You go to 5-star. All right, Now he gets the trim. He has the sex with you eventually. Your next restaurant, just for you breaking his balls to go to this, high end.
Who said he broke her? Who said?
If she presses him,
Right.
if he's one of those things, if he's one of those guys that goes on the first 8 to 10 things that women don't like to go to,
Right.
it's going to be a boomerang effect. Because you know what, you're going to go. Where you want to go to this nice restaurant? Let's go.
Right. And then when it's time to go to the lower end that she's not comfortable in going, then she just doesn't have to go.
No, well, then it's going to be like,
so they're done.
It's over.
And so good. So you weeded, you vetted and you weeded.
Right. But any woman.
Nah, you can't speak for her.
No, I didn't say my point yet. Any woman who has that in their mind that, listen, I'm not going to go here. I don't want to go there.
There got to be a reason why they don't want to go there. Yes, you have legit, these girls are, I want to go high end because my friends are going high end. I mean, social media really messed up the game. But my rule, and I'll tell young girls too, my rule is, this is me.
Minimum $200.
Not even a minimum. If you can't pay for that bill yourself, then you shouldn't be going. Right?
Oh, you mean the woman?
The woman.
Okay.
Because he can get up and leave said restaurant.
Clean them dishes.
Right. You better be able to afford it yourself. Right? And that's just my rule. But she does have options if she don't.
That's a good one.
Right. She does have options if she don't want to go. Like certain chain restaurants I used to go. But now because of what's going on and, like, let's say I have a thing, like it'll just be this one, like recently one of these chain restaurants had like maggots in the Alfredo sauce.
Oh, yuck.
Done. I don't want to go there. That could be her legit reason.
That's good. That's
yeah. Then I had another one I used to like all the time. It was a hair. So, there's reasons why people weed out,
Yeah, listen, I understand.
I would do a sports event. I did a concert at a first date. I did a concert and that was big. It was an Anita Baker concert. I mean,
but come on, you see this.
So we should be talk before we go on a date.
Let them go to your philosophy first. Women, listen to her philosophy. You make sure you have enough money.
Make sure you can afford it on your own. Make sure you can take yourself to that restaurant.
Right. Now, this lady who was recording the gentleman, he said, "Oh, we here." She pulls out her phone. They in the car. She pulls out her phone. She starts recording.
Go ahead.
He walks around the car and say, I hear him say, "Let me get that door for you." He goes to the door.
Yeah, she had a nice guy.
Yeah, and then he says, "You recording?" And then she says, yeah. And she said, he wants to take me to this the cheese factory here. And
she went about it wrong.
And she said, "You see all of this beauty? Give me a break."
Well, you do have women that
give me a break. She's a strong 6, a 5.5, 6. Give me a break. I don't want to hear that beauty's in the eye of the beholder. She said, "You look at all this beauty. Give me a break."
Right.
Beautiful women ain't gonna talk like that.
Some men buy face. Like they'll take like the prettiest girl to the top-notch restaurant because he got something pretty on his arm.
Right.
And then a girl that really like him, he'll just like, because I think it's definitely a self-esteem thing with him.
Yo, listen. That guy was mixed. He looked, I didn't know what he was.
I didn't see the first, I just saw the list.
No, I'm talking about the gentleman who went to open up the door for the girl who said the lady who didn't want to go into the Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
He looked a little bit Indian-ish.
Okay.
And it was a black chick.
Right. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
An African-American chick.
Okay.
With this attitude, like, come on, relax.
All right. So what? She's coming from a place where I don't know because I don't know this young lady, but she could have told him without taping him.
Yeah.
Why she doesn't want to go into this restaurant and not record him. Right?
Yeah, she's trying to embarrass him.
Yeah.
And she don't even look like that. Darling, if you see this video, you're not even like that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. You're not like that.
So then the men came out with their list, which was crazy. Like they don't want to marry, go out with chicks with
Oh, men. There's a man
There's a men's
list.
list. I didn't send it to you.
Oh shoot, yeah. I mean, send that to me.
Right. I mean, have a conversation. You know, like, where are we going? I legit ask. I don't want no surprises. I don't like to surprise. I don't want a surprise. I want to, like, where are we going?
Please.
There's certain things I don't eat. I don't go certain places.
Okay, yeah, all right.
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation. I mean, listen.
And if he might just ask you, where would you like to eat? I mean, that would be you're interested. That would be the nice thing to do, right? I don't know about going to someone's house, them cooking for me. I'm not.
You're not into that.
I mean, I am, but I would have to get to know you a little better. But for a first date, no, I'm not coming to your house and you're cooking for me.
Right. I mean, listen, the first date thing is, I think, it's kind of overrated.
Okay.
Because who knows where it's going to be, as I say, a couple months from now.
Okay, it's one day. It's not going to kill you.
Yeah, but then...
If you have interest...
Even the Applebee's ain't going to kill you.
Applebee's, ugh.
Eating at them spots ain't going to kill you. Olive Garden. I mean, because I think that was on the list. I think that was number 3 or something.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill... I never had Cheesecake Factory. I wouldn't...
I had it. It's not bad. Out of all the chains, I think that would be... The ones in Long Island are cool. I went twice. Actually, it got a steakhouse kind of look. Well, the one in Garden City.
Right.
So it looks good inside. Like the bar is really nice. It's not like one of those makeshift makeshift restaurants. They just put a shelf in the drinks. It's a really nice bar, the one in Garden City, the one in Roosevelt Field Mall. You want to go where the food tastes good. Now, it looks like she wanted to go there for prestige.
Yes. You want to go there.
Maybe her friends are... Well, she dated the wrong guy.
Well, she want to take a picture of her there by the store
she should
sign.
have. See, there we go again. Communication is key, ladies.
Yes, communicate.
Communicate to like, where are we going?
Yeah.
Where are we going? I don't like surprises. I had something happen here or whatever the case may be, but let the man know where you want to go. And if
he doesn't want to, go, then it is what it is.
You take yourself.
Yeah, I mean...
You take yourself.
You don't judge a person by what are they doing, like far as how much they spend on food.
Now, if he was testing her and he had if he was like a millionaire was looking for a wife, she failed.
Yeah, like suppose
she failed because she didn't communicate properly.
Suppose he takes her to the top of the line. Suppose he does that with a lot of women, that gentleman.
Okay.
And then he does that with numerous women at the same time, and then all of a sudden you head over heels for him. Mm-hmm. And then he's just crapping over you. It's like a salesperson.
You ate some good food.
You ate some good food. Okay. You won.
You had a nice little run. You had a nice little run.
Listen, I'm going to just tell you, man. What glitters, it ain't gold. Doesn't mean that. You'll find a diamond in the rough. You don't have to have that type of perspective. I got to go to this good restaurant and then judge him if he don't take you.
She was wrong. She was wrong for that.
She was dead wrong.
She was wrong.
She's trying to record him. Record yourself.
She was wrong.
Yes. Parting words of the week. Well, I believe that people should reach back, or shall we say, pay forward. Mm-hmm. You have a skill, especially if you have a skill.
True. You
need to. Don't be greedy.
Right.
Don't be greedy, man. Pass it. Teach somebody. The world be a better place. And, you gentlemen out there, you get out there and you don't only got to help your sons. There's other children out here that don't have fathers. You got to mentor some of these kids, and, we could have so they can have a great outlook on life. It could be that you could just, that one kid you can help could probably change his whole lifestyle. The future.
All right. Part words. Communication is key. Mm-hmm. And have a good week on purpose.
Facts. Peace. This is the Your Opinion Doesn't Matter podcast, and we are outie.